Kako thume men kubor, taktosep kost erith. Kuboren kose kastlopor, umid avoda kosturith. Azmela geshormer luskal, o kap gothum uba solak. Idos babinus senikal, arol tosep sholil dak. O kap gothum ubas, alora nanadas. O kap gothum zulash saram, astos tosevakam. Sotan egen fatkal orkunen Nanoth urist ek kastan Nanoth ikal orkenen Sanad rausch vikuk bekom Arol takan risivom Okab nanoth ostar gothum Sibos agonol bom Okab gothum ubas Alora nanatas O kap gothum zulash saram Astos dosebakam Astos dosebakam Okab gothum gotolegul Nanoth toset umasurist Nirid nobingul Avus otad osnilnist Okam gothum goskobor Abot kakitek hastkas Okad gothum gosnokad Ubas arrisma birkas Okad gothum ubas Aloda nanatas Okab gothum zulash saram Astos dosebakam
All right, that was Goat singing Okab Gothum, Cripple Bottoms, which is an original by Mr. Goat. We've dropped the links. The fart noises were gratuitous of you fuckers out there in the audience. So, good day, Mr. Diggs.
Hello, Mr. Tex.
We are going to play some Dorf and Ortrus. Now, it's gotten an update just today, believe it or not. How's that for fucking neat? So we're going to go to the main scene. Thank you, Stream Deck, for helping me feel less awkward. And now I can see how much delay there is. I'm counting the delay. I'm counting the delay. I'm counting the delay. It looks like the delay is enormous.
It's infinite, even though it's only like 3 seconds.
Good Lord.
Is it actually changing over on OBS?
It should have, but it didn't. Because
all
it
right,
was stupid.
Sure.
Yeah, I was making sure I wasn't losing
there
my
we
mind.
go.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome to Dorf Fortress, everybody.
Dorf Fortress, a game of, well, we have the main fortress where we killed the giant monster. That was a really cool world. That's my world where I've got it up to year 4. But I think we should have a stream fortress. I think we should.
Stream fortress.
Stream fortress. So let's create a stream fortress world. I'm going to make it a smaller world, shorter world length. Kind of smaller, simpler world, less minerals, and we're just going to go ahead and create this. I should probably stream this within Discord so you can see instantly what's going on and react in real time so chat doesn't think you're insane.
I'm insane.
All right, so the past planets is our stream world. It is a small world here. And let's do play now. D. All right, fortress.
In 50 years, one thing happened. Look at that speed.
Yep. So let's skip the tutorial and use our little postage note. Oh, wow, 1,000 bits. Thank you, Night Owl.
Night Owl, thank you for the 2 gift subs and 1,000 bits now.
All right, so how close do we want to be to trouble, guys? Do we want to be... Oh, it looks like there's fucking trouble everywhere. There's some nice places. There's a volcano. There's a volcano.
Want to do your magma forge again?
Well, there's a problem with my fun with magma. Is I usually have a moment where I think I know what I'm doing. And then I don't know what I'm doing. And then I burn my ass off.
Crazy.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and do there. Okay, the volcano is not as accessible as the map made it look to be.
Aw.
That sucks. That would suck. I would have to bring wood there, and I think it might be inaccessible. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, we'll find our own magma. Thank you very much. A day's travel north. Where are the goblins? Okay, they're up there in the woods. All right, and if I go down this way... You know what? Let's go to this continent, where there's no goblins. There's just elves and stuff, which I can burn in my own time.
They are wood.
They are wood. That's what they do. Alright. The combined forests. The brilliant continents. Alright, there. Shallow sand, all this good stuff. Let's see. Deep soil. Right there.
Thank you, Apex. That's a pretty good spot.
Right.
So, this is the thing I keep getting stuck on. I asked you earlier, if you can't find dirt, does soil say that there's going to be usable
There's
like,
some.
farmland?
There's some there. It says there's some there, essentially.
Oh.
So
If it says deep, that means you got to go real deep to get it?
it means there's many layers of it, I think. I'm not sure what... Oh, fuck. I fucked it. You know what? Never mind. Let's crew... Lance strikes. No. This is, Okay, let's see. Auxiliary. Nope. No. Backup. No? Alright. Reserve. No? Alright. You know what? Let's create a fortress for... Alright. What about helper? Helpful. The auxiliary is helpful. They are the auxiliary to the Black Pants Legion. They are helpful. So I'm trying to create their name in Dwarvish. You know what I mean? So helpful. Let's see. Pants. Pants. Yes. Helpful panted. Yes. Helpful panted. There's the auxiliary.
That
In Dwarvish. Helpful
That's your new
panted.
name.
All right.
Helpful panted.
Hold on.
Hey, Striker.
All right. I'm trying to
Thanks
get...
for the sub, Tom.
Oh, God. One moment. I'm trying to, Crazed. All right, there. Ah, yes. There's the auxiliary. Helpful panted the crazed. There's your Dwarvish name. Usin Lerom Uling. See? Done. You can learn Dwarvish with Dwarf Fortress. The Saber of Tempests. No. Boring. The Bowel of Practice? No. No.
Sizzle.
Let's see. The Profane of Life.
Name of life.
Excellent.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So, symbol. Let's see. Let me create the symbol of our civilization. Let me show you how to be dwarfy. All right. So we go dwarf. All right. It is an image of a dwarf. All right. And then we go elf. All right. There's an image of elf. All right. The elf is being flayed. Let's see. The elf is burning. Let's see. The dwarf is laughing. All right, done. All right, so there's our symbol of the civilization, and we've got all of our characters down. So we're gonna need some people.
I should plug that into AI art.
Yeah, I mean, I'm helping. Proficient engraver. I'm going to have some minor engravers, which seem to be the way to go. All right, so, fuck elves. And let's do that. Proficient minor engraver. I'm going to take 3 minors this time. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have 1 woodcutter / carpenter and another woodcutter / carpenter, because nothing makes elves mad like trees dead, and that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to have a guy who plants and a guy who brews. Simple as both.
Simple as.
Yeah, simple as. And by the way, charger soon.
Charger soon.
Charger soon. I forgot to in the World Gen. I was going to tell you guys, there is a Black Pants Legion mod for cats. You need to download the mod on the workshop, and then you have to, when you create your world, there'll be a tab for mods. You have to turn that on when you create the world, and then it'll be incorporated in it. But the Turbo Cats mod, Hat's the guy who made the BPL Armory mod that I made the Xenonauts video on. So this is the guy who made the cat mod day 1 of Dwarf Fortress. It makes the cats as fast as Peregrine Falcons. So, we decided the cats should be zoomier. And thus they were. Good times.
Much zoomage on those cats.
Well, we wanted the cats to be able to really burn out, you know? Yeah, so they can now. Next up is Magma Giraffe. Zenith already has the
fun one.
Zenith already has the art for Magma Giraffe, so we're there.
Rock nuts.
And the charger is in the Christmas dump. It will mark the end of it until the next phase of operations for video, where, don't worry about it. You'll see. There's plenty coming. We have at least 5 videos planned so far. We have like another 5 being worked on. And I've yet to shoot a few things because I've been ill. But we'll still have plenty of video, and we plan on doing the Math for Charity stream at a few points during this Christmas dump. And so we have plenty of opportunity for shit posting and charity. And so far, the first episode of Far Cry 5 with a cop, sorry, not Far Cry 5, Sniper Elite with a cop, has raised $2,100 in charity already. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, mental health awareness, because I think all of us have a few things loose over COVID, and so that's been doing pretty well. And really enjoying how people are enjoying our little gun rants and cursed gun knowledge that we're dumping, and how terrible I am at shooting in that game. All right, so we've got our team. We've got our dwarves, and I think I'm ready. Let's embark.
Some asshole drinks 80 ounces of dwarven beer.
All right. Okay, so we are here. The auxiliary fort is in a box canyon between 2 red sand. It looks like that is an actual fucking river.
Oh god, they have carp.
It's full of carp. Marvelous. So, looks like we got sand. Yeah, that's a lot of sand. And water.
No good.
All right, fuck it. Let's go in.
We strike the earth.
We strike the earth. And then... All right, then we're going to go down. And we're then going to wipe out a bunch of these bits. We're going to make the front of this nice. Now, Dorf Fortress, if you want to learn how to play the game, Krug Smash is your expert. That's it. Go watch Krug Smash. However, if you're looking for all sorts of fun things to do in Dorf Fortress, please go check out the Dorf Fortress wiki, because that has a section called Stupid Dwarf Tricks, and it will show you how to do everything, including building a working calculator and a working game of Space Invaders using Dorf Fortress as the logic gates for it. So yeah, there's a lot of bonkers shit that you can do in Dorf Fortress, and I recommend heavily that you look into it.
It's something worth investing time into.
Well, it's like, if right now you ask me which game to buy, would it be RimWorld or Dorf Fortress? I would say Dorf Fortress. If you asked me years ago, I would say play Dwarf Fortress, buy RimWorld. But now that it's out, fully support, fully buy, it's worth buying right now. Now, this is not an optimal layout at all. This is, in fact, a suboptimal layout, and the people who are efficiency queens in the Black Pants Legion will be screaming. But their fortresses are boring, and they don't get murdered by dragons like mine did.
Live in the BPL, this man was talking about, oh, look, I'm very proud of this 4-year
I was proud of
fortress.
passing 4 years of a fortress. I was all proud.
And on that 4th year, he had his own Smaug.
Smaug came in and wrecked everything. He blew my dwarves away like a blow dryer on dandelions. It was horrible.
Yeah, we're like, oh, a dragon? That shouldn't be. The whole mountainside above the entire fort was on fire. It found its way in. The one armored guy, it was like, I'll deal with him. Got hit with a fire breath and like just sat there. I'm fine. And then the next fire breath, he melted. There wasn't even armor left. And then that thing proceeded to hunt down every living thing in that fortress, including children hiding in rooms.
Yeah,
and just nuked them.
It went room to room murdering children. That dragon was, as they say, fairly cringe, TBH.
Is that what they say?
I don't know. I'm one of the people that is still like, is the Macarena him? People like that Macarena.
They go, hey.
I remember
Macarena.
that. I remember that group called Smash Mouth, and they were talking about walking on the sun. It was so long ago.
I think it was also something about them being a rock star. I don't think their music was really rock, though. It didn't really make sense.
They started off as a punk band.
Yeah.
They were their first album, Fu Shu Mang, was like really good. And then they did the second one, Astro Lounge, and Astro Lounge is the one that ended up being the soundtrack for the Shrek movie, more or less. And at that point, it started to get like not good because they were like, this makes money, but it also didn't make them happy. And that's the problem when making stuff. You gotta have a foot on each bin.
Do the kids still jump around and get up and then get back down again?
All right. So isn't there a renew option for renewing Goob for naming dwarves?
I mean, if you're willing to like put in random people's requests, I can enable that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll allow them to name a dwarf. It's not going to help them. I'm not going to assign them to what they want. They're just going to be expended workers. That's it.
I will enable name in game, but that will also say that there, it's open, so people can rename it. Blue Gentleman's number 1.
Blue Gentleman. Oh my God.
Tom is number 2, then Pistol.
All right, so we're getting there. We have 7 dwarves, so don't everyone do it at once.
I want to say, like, it's probably full right now. Yeah, Cosmic Asper, I think, just grabbed the last seat.
Right.
Hi, Fig. What are you looking at me for like that?
All right, let's see. We got this. We're going to go to this guy, and we're going to name him. So, okay, first one is whom? Good Lord.
The Blue Gentleman.
Blue Gentleman. He is a miner. He is going to mine as a blue gentleman. All right.
Tom.
Oh, okay.
The second one.
Wide Tom Bombadil. There we go.
Then Pistol 6699.
One moment. I'm still remembering which of these binds work and which don't. Okay. Pistol
That'll
6699.
And then we got right after him. Come on, Kai Harper.
Kai Harper. All right. Let's do this. That way, when somebody dies, you'll know who it is. And
Lord Troa.
Lord Troa. All right. Let's see. Oh wait, that's Kai Harper. Just name over people.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, you guys got outbid.
God. Lord Troa. Trowa. Got it. All right.
And then Cosmic Afro, our very own.
Oh, well, BPL Cosmic Afro.
And for the final slot, Skulgark Thane.
What?
It's Skulagr.
Skaul.
Oh, Skualar. Sorry, I'm high. Skulgar, and then Thane.
Skullgarthane,
Perfect.
farmer. All right, good.
And we are. Thank you for everybody. We'll keep the list
This is all
just
the
in
dwarves
case he gets
so
like
far.
100 dwarves.
Yeah, we'll see. At my luck, it'll be like, okay, we named all the dwarves. We made all your RimWorld characters exactly as you want, and then you make them all, and then RimWorld's like, you have lupus, and you're like, what? All your fort has lupus at once. It all has lupus, and you're like, God damn it! All right, so next step, I'm gonna go in and do. Let's see. This is gonna be the carpentry area, where I will do carpenting. I'm going to build stuff out of chalk. Then we're going to do pear.
They're going to leave their work table every day just covered in white.
Probably. And then we're just going to...
hi there.
We're going to make this the...
I will pet fig.
We're going to make this the wood stockpile. There. Okay, now we need to make stairs down. So, stairs in this are a lot harder than the old version for me.
Yeah, they don't give you like, these are only down, these are only ups, I don't think.
No, and I like that. And we have an aquifer. We chose a light aquifer because we're not bitches and we're not trying to turn them off. We're going to work with them. And aquifers can be your friend.
Goat just lost his fort because we're llamas.
Oh, God. That's awesome. Well done, Goat. Well done. How long did you make it? How long did he make it in the end?
I have an idea. 8 years. Well done.
Well done. If you can do 10 years on 100 dwarves, 10 years on 100 dwarves, you know how to play Dwarf Fortress.
Without, like, locking yourself in the ground.
Yeah, that's not even as easy as it sounds. That is actually quite terrifying, doing what's called the Fallout Fort. Now, there's a lot of different strategies, and this game has strategies that have existed for a decade, and some are no longer possible. But one of my strategies that I can say, I'm not sure if I came up with it. I'm pretty sure this is something that someone has done 10 times over. Probably 10 times over. But I'm the first person I know in my friend group to talk about it, so I'm going to assume until someone corrects me that this is in part my strategy. I'm willing to co-sign the paper on this. I'm willing to co-own it, but my strategy is simple. Don't have a military. Fill the front of your fortress with a bar and grill. Attract shitloads of tavern people and mercenaries and adventurers. They all sit in there and get piss-ass drunk all day. And if any monster wants to get in your fortress, it has to get past 100 adventurers. And we proved that that worked. We proved that that worked versus an ancient titanic horror that came out of the woods. It killed 60 patrons at the bar and grill, but it did not destroy the fortress.
Priorities.
The bar and grill defense works. I call it the alcohol moat or the booze zoo.
It's a good move because you have like so many extra people that gonna help to deal with it when they visit.
Exactly. And
that's your problem now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, you wanted to play a game? Let's play a game. I am going to slowly
the Applebee's defense.
Yeah, the Applebee's defense.
2 beers in at Applebee's.
2 beers in an Applebee's as a doctrine. as a military doctrine. Yeah, it's definitely frightened. Yeah, the Applebee's defense. That is indeed.
And I will gift a goat a sub.
So we've got our miners mining. Now I need to take them off other tasks so they will just stick to mining because I need to find out how deep the aquifer is in Oxford. I'm glad that we could come up with a dwarven name for them. You know, the helpful pants of crazed. They are helpers of the crazy, and they have pants. Dwarven names are like that, and you should definitely play with dwarven names. Okay, so we have another layer of sand. Okay, got a layer of sand. Fire clay. Sandy clay. Got it. Uh-huh. What is this? Siltstone. Siltstone. No aquifer yet. Limonite. All right,
That's
we're
a
starting to
plus.
get into ore. Nothing. So far, so good. Excellent.
Another question. If you hit a damp wall, is it already too late? Like, you're mining and it goes damp wall.
Oh, no. You can manage that. I'll show you how.
Okay.
I will show you how to do it. So,
Well, don't go out of your way. But go ahead. If
No,
you
I'm-
see an aquifer.
I'm going to have to, because I intend to keep going fucking down. I am not going
Yeah.
to sit there and be like, oh, my fortress is 5 layers deep. I'm playing the Dorf fortress. No, you dig deep. You dig greedily and deep. That is the job of dwarves. It's what they do. It's where the riches are. You never hear about the dwarves that just like found a thing under a rock and were like, wow, this was great.
Look, I found a little artifact ring. We're set for life.
No, you go deeper. The deeper you go, the more fun you have. Fun with a capital F.
Fun is trying again in reality.
Fun. Dwarf Fortress. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to go down. All right, this is still siltstone in places. We got a lot of siltstone, and we have some clay in case we need to put up more farms and shit, but I doubt it. He's putting raw pond turtles there. Those aren't going to do anything terrible. I'm sure those won't stink. Good job. So now we have to actually build a... God damn it, why are you fishing? All right, so we are going to kitchen right there. Build it out of siltstone. Now, we're going to have to go in because Dwarf Fortress loves to make someone a fisher dwarf. Tell them no. There are carp in that river, and the river is deep. Do not let them fish in it. They will die. The carp will kill them. So
Rivers are scary like that.
rivers are terrifying. Ooh, we got bituminous coal, so I can make coke. Fun fact, did you know that London was once called Coke Town?
Space car. Coke Town.
For coal coking.
Oh, yeah. That thing was covered in soot.
Yep. So back in the day, in the Victorian era, they would be like, oh, Coke Town, just because of the smog and soot that was permanently there. All right, so we're just going to build some Dwarven apartments here. And we're going to
Those are beautiful. Those are such nice rooms.
Oh, these are luxury apartments for dwarves. These are luxury apartments. These are
You hear all that on the name list? You're getting luxury apartment.
You are getting luxury apartments. That's what you get for showing up early on Monday.
That's right.
And this is going to be the sad bureaucrat room. I'm just going to.
I'm about to say, like, somebody's going to be real happy or real sad.
That's the sad bureaucrat room. They're just going to sit in there and weep and then count stuff. It'll be great.
I guess we have 5 plump helmets. And you eat one, you're like, crap.
All right, so we got a lot of turtles. They love their fucking turtles. God damn it. They're like, I love turtles.
I had a whole bunch of guinea pigs.
I once raised a bunch of geese, thinking that they would be a defense mechanism. I found out that in a fight, geese do nothing. They do nothing. It was a bunch of honking and a bunch of feathers and no more geese. I was like, I will defeat them with just numbers. Nope. Geese are useless. I had to figure that out. I was like, the goose is loose. And no.
Are their eggs any good?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of things you can get out of geese. It's just a competent battle strategy is not among them. You're not.
Tom says that he wants to be in the sad bureaucrat room.
Okay. I can put him in the sad bureaucrat room. I can make him the accountant when things come in. He can just sit in there and worry, and be like, oh no, and I'll be like, yep, that's what you get. All right, we're gonna put a bed there, and a bed there. Everyone's getting a bedroom. Everyone's getting a nice bedroom. Now, some of the bedrooms will have boulders in them, but that's just your very own boulder from Star Trek. You get your very own.
Yeah, everyone gets their own boulder.
Their own Star Trek brand TM boulder. All right, let's see. Sandy, siltstone. All right, this is going to be an industry layer. which
Is there any way to designate I want 12 beds, or do you have to just do unlimited and stop it?
Oh, no, you can do that through a manager, which I forget how to do,
Right.
and I need to relearn how to do that. But a manager allows you to directly control the number of shits in your fortress. You can be like, I want 12 shits, and you'll get them. You will get exactly 12
happy
shits.
that you actually have, like, the administration rules actually play a part instead of just, this is like,
well, it's not like RimWorld where it's like this person has a passive bonus and an active button. It's more like real life where it's like, what's the manager do? He manages industrial output in your fortress. Oh, all right. Well, that sounds like what a manager should do. So what I'm going to do here is this is going to be my stone crafting floor. And yes, this is a it's a bit ridiculous. It's a bit big, but it's not really that great. But it'll do. That's all you need. Is just some basic wide open stuff, and then the soundtrack will just die and leave you awkwardly talking to yourself.
Yeah, what the heck? That's my only big complaint so far is it has this really good,
right? Then it
nice,
started again.
Yeah, here it is, but it goes quiet for such a long time. And you're just like waiting for the ding ding. You're under attack,
Yeah. Well, there was the earlier thing in my fortress where I was getting so many alerts from things burning down and collapsing that it sounded like a Geiger counter. It was like going off, and I was like, cool. I was not good at that point in the game. Now, once I get my miners leveled up a bit, I'm going to have them come to... That still makes me jump. I'm going to have that go to the siltstone cavern floor. I'm going to put in my rock crafting. I'm hoping that they all enjoy their apartments. I need more dwarves.
More dwarves, please.
Yep, I'm going to need more dwarves.
What would bring in more dwarves?
I need exportables. I need exportables. That is largely where I am right now, is I need to create exportables. And I can do that, but these a-holes have to finish mining. If I can set up some industries like gem cutting or making wonderful bars of rock, I can slowly make this fortress look a lot less crap. That's kind of important. Less crap is important. I love how they're guessing. We have about 100 drinks. It's like, are you drinking one? No.
All right, then -1.
No, no big deal. So we've got this layer down here. Now there are some rules of water. Water will always try to return to the layer it was spawned at. So if you mine something out and it starts flooding that area, it will flood up to that layer and then no more. So that's kind of how pressure works in Dwarf Fortress. Now, you can use that to do a lot of interesting things, but they're not always sane. So far, the dwarves are not mad, which is good. The miners are getting the job done slowly.
Someone's a super happy boy.
Well, one person really likes fucking mining.
Canada geese.
Canada geese.
The dwarves are arguably happy. Yeah, they argue and they're happy.
They're getting there. All right, let's see. Jeweler, we're gonna cut some stone. We're gonna do some awesome stuff with jewelry, and this is gonna be our jewelry corner. There we go. And I accept. And I'm gonna make, where is my not gems? There we go. Gem stockpile. And so we'll create a gem cutting area, will be a stone cutting area. This is going to be various trade crafts and stuff on this layer. I have wood on the top layer just because trees.
Yeah, you drag them in.
Drag them in, cut them down, who cares? Yeah. And my guys are getting there. They're smashing through stuff. I really do miss Dwarf Therapist. Again, the soundtrack has left. It is
Yeah, it's just hanging out. The bards are taking a drink right now.
I guess. I'm just like, what's going on? They're like, who cares? But if I can get some basic gems cut early, I can trade, and that generated wealth and export should help me become known as a fortress that is less than shit. However, we just hit native platinum.
Oh boy.
So that, and looks like we also have some rubies. So we have some options here.
You have a lot of wealth suddenly.
We have a lot of wealth, so if anything shows up to kill this fortress, it'll be hilarious.
If the fortress dies, we end early. Just kidding. Put like the life bomb on it. If it dies, we die.
If it dies, we die. I'm waiting to see what happens with that. That river is not moving very fast, but neither was the river that killed all those people in my one fort, where they all got smashed and then the horse's legs broke and then it kicked around screaming for a bit and the dwarves were unhappy.
They didn't really care for that.
They were like, I don't like seeing the horse with the broken legs at the bottom of the cavern. And I'm like, well, you should probably have not looked at it, because when the horse falls down the canyon, it breaks its legs. And I'm sorry it did that, but you enjoyed the waterfall up to that point and the bridge for viewing platform. They're like, not when we see the horse die. And I'm like, make up your mind. Do you want to view nature or not? Yeah, do you want to view nature or not? Like, if it's nature. Horses fall down cliffs.
Yeah. It's not a goat.
Yeah, the party goat was pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. When we were doing Weekend's End last night, some of you were here. Thank you for that. Tex sent me a picture of his pet goat, which had a name I can't remember. Something Zarofferson. And it just says, this is a corpse of a goat. It is splashed with dwarven wine. It's been splashed with dwarven wine. It's been splashed with dwarven wine. It's been splashed with dwarven wine. Apparently, it couldn't get any water for hydration, so it just drank wine until it dehydrated to death.
Yeah, that was party goat. Then they threw it down the stairs.
Hell yeah, as you should.
They were like, goat's full, and just whipped it down the stairs.
Party goat.
Party goat? That's what they said. They were like, that's a party goat, and they just whipped it down the stairs.
I like the setup you're doing.
It's not smart, but it makes me feel better somehow.
I think it's really cool to have, or just have like a centralized area for their resources, except when there's some cross-contamination.
Oh, there's going to be some stupid, and it will require me to actually watch these carefully. But if I can get these all done well, I can slowly build out the rest of the fortress.
You got enough wheelbarrows so we can move more than one boulder at a time?
That is going to be another thing. I'm trying to make sure that we have plenty of storage, because, see, we have enough buckets. Yeah, enough barrels. Fine. We need more beds, and we need a lot more bins. We're trying to store shit, and I'm hoping that the dwarves will actually do things. Okay, we just got migrants. We
got more pop.
We are up to 12 dwarves. Excellent. So give a second, and I guess we'll have to find the other people that need to be named. Don't add more names.
I have a list.
Wait, Currently,
there are 7 on the list, so it's not that many.
Yeah, we didn't get that many dwarves. We have to do a lot better. All right, we'll get there. We've got this, and then we're gonna need let's see, crafts dwarves. These guys are gonna make us an assload of money. And their job is going to be to make kitschy crap that maintains the dwarven economy. So, crafts dwarves can turn crap into money. That's all you need to think of is like, I don't know what to do. Don't worry about it. It's they just turn
make money.
They just turn crap into money. That's all they do. Just tchotchkes kind of run the dwarven economy. And all right, then I'll do furniture, and then workshops. And then we're going to go into furnaces, right? And then we'll go with wood furnace. This will help us burn charcoal, which is very important.
Very important.
It is pretty dang important. And then we'll have 2 smelteries, because we're going to need them. And then we're going to go to what other workshops? Let's see.
You only have like 1 anvil when you start, right?
Correct. That does suck.
A goblin just ran away with mine.
How does a goblin run away with an anvil? He's got to be the size of a fucking Hulk. Like, how does that happen?
That's just how life is, because none of my doors were outside to stop him.
If a goblin gets away with an anvil, he can have it. Like, there's nothing you can do at that point. He is too strong.
He has discovered metal. He's gonna try to tie a stick to it and use it as a weapon.
I think that's an orc.
Probably.
All right, so bars and blocks go in this area. Good, good, good. All right, so we have some basics of industry, and I can put other industries in between if I need to that are relevant to one or two. So, like, these middle areas can be industries that are in between. It's not the smartest thing. All right, let's get to our migrant, or I'm going to let the migrants get to the fortress before I name them, because what if they have a run-in with Mr. Snappy?
Mr. Snappy.
Pablo's friend. Mr. Snappy is a very angry alligator.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He was.
Mr. Snappy resisted taming and got into the pen, and then Mr. Snappy was destroyed by like giant flies. All right, so
as it should be.
So we've got the starts of our dwarven apartments. We are now the dwarven dozen. All right, there we go. Let's do
dozen dwarves.
Bed.
So glad they added that keep building button.
Yes. We're going to put a lot of beds in this fortress, and once all the migrants get here, we'll find out who is important. Oh, look, Mr. Train's going to visit. Yeah, don't fuck with the Roid Goblin. Exactly. That guy's pretty serious. Okay, where are we with industry? Let's get back up. We don't need any more beds. No more beds. Now just make bins. That's your job. We need to make bins for storage. All right, that should be fine. Now let's name some dwarves. Okay, so where did we go? We have our guys. Oh, here's a clothier. A clothier. Someone who makes clothes.
That's actually a really good name. This is Fanciest Prancer. Our clothier.
Not for long. I'm going to put them into other work. Probably not. I'm going to put them into general work just because we need it. Let's see.
Of course.
Right now, we need everybody. Let's see. D. Oh, we got another farmer.
That'll be House 6153.
House 6153. All right, let's see. And we got one more. He's a peasant. All right. Let's go.
The peasant is...
yeah, we also have 2 children, but go ahead.
Okay. This is the Digiman 619.
The Digiman 619. Spouse and 2 children. Excellent. And here's what we got. We have 2 childs. So we will name this one. Who is the first one?
The first one is the Hidden Boss is the child. So this is Boss Baby again.
The Hidden Boss. Wait, what are his thoughts? I love remembering talking with Mother. I love remembering... Wow. What a suck up. Anyways.
Didn't even have a beard as a child. What kind of dwarf are you?
All right, next.
Wild Red
1905.
Right.
1905, got it. So we have some children, I guess, and they're gonna do stuff. All right, where is our peasant? Peasant, no, you're not gonna be mining today. What do you think you are? No, you are going to be a peasant. Your job is to peasant. You must peasant very well. Planters, I need you guys so to peasant. Right? Okay, should be good enough. Make sure you do some wood cutting. We have 1 person doing hauling, and that's it. And they should be not mining. Good.
All right.
Let's see if this conflicting set of orders causes this to Hell 9000.
Heck yeah. Vulcan, thank you for the gift sub to Lord Noob Skills.
I'm going to put everyone to work. Everyone in this fortress is going to work. There's going to be a lot of work in this fortress. I love how dwarves will walk up and just start talking to another dwarf, and they'll do like the little emote of rainbows, like, everything's fine and happy. And they will have just come from a room where someone like pulled a dog apart like it was made out of toilet paper. I'm just like, Man, that's some disassociation, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting there. All right, the smeltery is almost up. Good. Now I'm going to start smelting. We need fuel, so I'm going to need to start doing...
That charcoal, right?
Yep. This is where we need a lot more woodcutters, because you need charcoal until you can do coal coking from bituminous coal. And that's another form until you can get magma. But yeah, we're going to do charcoal. Let's see. I don't have any bituminous coal, so I can't coal coke yet. But we're going to try to get a business running down here. We're also going to cut some gems and hope that goes somewhere. But if we can get some coal coking ready, we could start to smelt some of these early ores and start to make some business. Because we can then have our craft dwarves. Well, we can have our craft dwarves make little like goblets and stuff out of metal that are worth infinitely more than ones that are made out of, you know, bone.
What kind of food and beverage setup do you usually run?
Simple. I usually run simple. The dwarves will be happier. They can go fuck themselves. That's how I run it. It's one of those things where they're like, I prefer this, and I'm like, cool. That's not gonna happen. I give them mommy's tired. They get a whole bunch of, you know, plan B. They don't get a lot of love in my fortress. It's like it's Dorf Fortress, not Dorf Spa, not Dorf Resort. Fortress.
Goat's asking, don't you need to assign places as bedrooms?
No.
I mean, they will sleep in them regardless.
You could do that if you wanted, but you can assign dwarves to certain bedrooms if they have certain requirements, but that's not really necessary. I've not seen them get pissed. They've never said, this bedroom isn't... I'm like, the bedroom's whichever you can muscle from someone else. That's your bedroom.
You wrestle for your bed.
Yeah. It's if you can't punch someone out, like if you want grandma's room, go fight her for it. It's a meritocracy. It is a dwarven meritocracy. That which is strongest shall sleep. There, done.
Easy.
Simple as. Chippy would rule this fortress.
Oh, he'd be wrestling. He'd be like, "You made mud pie outside."
Yeah, just beat the shit out of someone. He'd throw them
and then
through
make
the
them a
wall.
pie.
And then he'd make them a pie and apologize and tell them why it was necessary. He's like, I ain't been sleeping well. Had to beat you. So
It's either I beat you or I beat myself up mentally, and mental health is important.
Yeah, he would, and he's like, I raised money by beating you. You're like, what? And then he shows you. Yeah,
A bunch of people tipped.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? We've got So the fortress is gonna be good, I think. We've got the basics here. Now I'm watching the seeds, watching the plants, watching the drinks, because these are your recipes for disaster.
Yeah.
Let's then get doors. Because if I tell them to make doors, and I tell them to make coffins, because we're going to need them, and I tell them to make... I'm being honest, I'm not...
I just love it. It's like we make boxes, doors, and coffins. Any relation? Just that they fit together to make a coffin.
Everything works as it should. Oh, we struck saltpeter. Cool.
Ooh.
All right, so we're going to...
You just kicked.
It's going to be a good time. So we got 12 dwarves, and we're getting there. And we've got the basics of some rooms. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. And once everyone has rooms, we can smooth all this out. We'll put some doors in here, and everyone will be like, yay! And they'll clap. They won't. They'll just want more shit. But we're getting there.
All right.
Okay. We need to
I struck brimstone in the first 10 Z levels and became immediately concerned.
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Would you? That sounds like something that... no, don't worry.
It's just making your base smell like farts now.
Yeah. It's not a sign of magma or anything. It's just... it's a coincidence, as they like to say. It's...
That naturally forms without the presence of actual magma.
It's just natural. It's like that there was the there was that video that people of a certain era had to watch in science class about rocks. Remember that all the rocks sang? There was that sedimentary rock song, and there was an igneous rock song. All the rocks had songs, and they were like sedimentary rocks. You know,
Oh my God, that just pulled me back.
So all I know about rocks is pretty much related to that, and then what I learned when I had a pyro license. Those two things is like, these things don't blow up good. These things do, and then that song. Those songs are what I know about rocks. I'm not an educated man in all things. So if we run into any rocks...
Geology is very specific.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm not a gifted person when it comes to that science. So if anyone asks any question about any of these rocks, the chances of me knowing something is practically zero. Just wanted to let people know that they should not expect any level of expertise in any of our assessments, because there's no expertise at any point.
The special rock, we'll save it for later.
This is a special rock. We'll say, yeah, I know what saltpeter is. Saltpeter, charcoal, and sulfur combine to make some interesting things, and it's how Kirk beat the Gorn up. He made a cannon, though that gun should have blown his hands off.
Nick says the only rock I know is Leonard Skinner.
That's good rock. So, I mean, yeah. What about CCR? Not a CCR guy? Or
Meanwhile, in the alternate universe, we're all watching Tex Talks Rocks.
Tex Talk. Malachite is a very interesting stone.
Hey there, folks. Tex Talk Rocks here.
Today
we're talking about a mineral called bismuth.
Bismuth. It goes in Pepto-Bismol, and it has a lot of edges.
Yes.
That's all I know about it.
Very edgy rock.
Very edgy rock.
You can grow your own.
All right, so I'm waiting until no aquifer yet. No aquifer yet. We're running into chalk. No aquifer yet. Kaolinite, that's clay. Chert. Yeah.
Is there a deep, like, what's the lowest level? 100? Or does it keep going?
let me show you here, bud. All right, we started off our fortress. The top level of our fortress is at Z level 36, right?
Yes.
So we are now mined down to Z level 20. All right, now we've
found water.
Found the aquifer. Okay, so notice they canceled, right? They're like,
good.
They're like, nope, not gonna mine it, and that's fine. Now I just need to see. There's no aquifer on the level above, which is really weird. But I'm fine with that. That means I need to penetrate this aquifer very quickly. I'm not trying to say that in a dirty way. But what I'm saying is when you get into an aquifer, it will start filling up instantly. So you have to have people on hand to deal with it. And ideally you need people who are very quick at smoothing stone or building. Because if it's something like clay, you can't do shit about it. But if you go down deep enough and it gets into stone, you smooth the stone, it stops leaking. So you have to do this very quickly, otherwise you will make a goddamn mess. So I'm going to try to do it quickly here.
Smash says that when they smooth, they're using their beard as like kind of a brush or a tool.
That sounds accurate. Okay, the outpost liaison has arrived. Good. All right, so the outpost liaison will show up. And diplomacy. I'm going to be a Chad, and I'm going to be
diplomacy.
I'm going to say, give me the seeds, and then give me the drinks, and then give me the cheeses. That's all I want.
This is a very high-end fortress.
Very high-end fortress.
The highest of cheese, the highest of wine.
I am the Duke. So if you act like royalty, they'll confuse you for royalty. All right, come on, guys. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. All right. All right, they're mining. So as soon as they hit and knock this out, you'll see what I do. Step one,
Gotcha.
okay, they've knocked it out. Now they've identified everything as an aquifer. So really quickly, I'm going to push the walls back. So they finish mining all this, right? I push the walls back. And they're going to be like, it's not good. And I'm like, I know. I push the walls back. And then, now that I push them walls back, I'm going to tell them to smooth them walls. And give it a second. They'll come right back down. Smooth the walls. Now, notice how quickly this fills in. This is just a light aquifer. This is not like the heavy one. If this is a heavy aquifer, it would be like an ocean. So they're going to go down there.
Going up.
Oh, yeah. It would just be like, and you're dead. So I'm going to now have them go down there, smooth that out, and as soon as they do, it'll stop leaking. If not, I'll have to do something else, like build something, which I don't want to do. Anyone requested depot, and then we need to sell them crap. Cut gems. There we go. Let's just sell all of our cut gems and see if we can. Oh, rubies? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nice.
So if we sell, yeah, we're just gonna sell them some buckets of rubies, and they'll be like, "Wow, this is amazing." And we're like, "Please send us more competent people." All right.
Thank you, Vulcan, for your 5 gift subs.
Indeed, thank you. I need to modify. Go ahead.
So I mean, it's so like if you smooth a wall that's leaking through with an aquifer, it just blocks it off completely.
Correct. Now you can use this to your advantage by digging out the wall behind that and then letting it fill up, and you can have an underwater like ocean or private pond. And the other reason you can do that is you can create a water room above the caverns below. So if something comes up the stairs and is trying to fuck your dwarves up, you can just dump 80 oceans on them and drown them. Be like, no, caverns are full now.
Cookie was like, Dork Fortress, more like. Oh, she's being so mean.
That's not nice. I'm sad now. Oh, wait, I always was.
Cookie.
Never mind.
Oh, wait. Yeah, not your fault.
Not your fault. Just coincidental. Now, let me put some doors here.
Look at those doors.
It's Dorf Fortress. It's siltstone. Don't slam them.
Just shatter.
Door turns to dust. So as we put the doors in the fortress, the dwarves will be happy. And I'm just hoping these fuckers come down here and start. Okay, starting to smooth it.
Yeah, they're working.
Cool. Yeah. He's going to come down here and actually do his job, which is good of him to actually care. So we're going up.
The hill's full.
The hill's full. All right, so we have some trade. All right. I'm going to give them all of these gems, and they're going to give me stuff. What do you got? He's like, I got some rope, flasks, toy boat. He's got a toy boat. He's got some cages. He's like, I got a donkey in a cage. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. Yep, one whole cage donkey. I'm going to buy all of his alcohol. Not his milk and spider venom, though. That's kind of weird. He can go fuck himself. All right, what else we got?
Can you, like, in poison or, like, add venom to weapons or anything like that?
Yeah, you can. There's a way to do that. And you have to get a forgotten beast to basically spray its horrible poison over a room full or storage full of weapons. And I've seen somebody do it once, and you have to make sure all your guys who go in there have full armor, otherwise they'll get the poison on them. But if you put it on spears and stuff, it'll just instantly kill them. It's pretty fucking bonkers. So you can make, like, monster-killing weapons. It's not something that's in the game as is. It's just, well, it is, but it's players playing with the game more than something that was intended. I'm going to buy all this cloth and some of this leather just because. There. All right, good enough. Any more things? No. No trader needed. Fuck off. We're done. All right, so we are getting to where we need to be. We're making rock doors. We're slowly making charcoal. We're slowly getting through. We are slowly, let's see. Okay, he's smoothing. That's only filling up a little bit, but we're going to run into a few layers of aquifers, so don't be alarmed. Bad things in aquifers happen. But as soon as we get all these doors in, and a little more dwarves, I can then create a wonderful bed. A wonderful bed.
I always thought like when there's a drop on the wall, I mean, I always thought it meant the other side of that wall is water.
That can be true.
Oh, no.
That can be very true. It's just a matter of how much water. Your dwarf is saying it is wet. He is not saying how wet.
No.
Oh, wow.
It is not dry in here.
Yeah, he's like, hey, this is not good. What the fuck is that?
What is that? What keeps coming out of there?
Oh.
Is it teleporting or is it flying?
What is it?
I thought it was like a bird or something.
There it is. Yep, it's a crow.
Yeah, crows are counted as vermin, and I don't agree with it.
Yeah, he's just flying around. He's like, hey, how's it going?
If you ask Mad Ducks, all water belongs to dicks. It's like, that was a stupid joke at the meetup.
It was a good one. I liked it.
Did you sign one of the scented Glade things?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. All right, so now we're going to do that. Okay, no more. Okay, chests, fine. No more wheelbarrows. Okay, now we're just gonna. Yeah, all right.
Those are good.
We should be doing just fine. We're starting our booze-a-hole industry.
Woo!
Dwarves are running around doing rock stuff. The music has changed a little bit. We've traded some gems. We should soon have more dwarves.
This song sounds pretty Cud-like in my head.
Caves of Cud is great.
It's got like the new roleplay mode, even though it's not like the way to play. It's been really nice actually knowing that I can screw up and finish the game for once. Like, you know?
Yeah, it's not the constant cycle of, well, fucked up, new game.
Yeah, you went over one space, you get force fielded by a chrome pyramid, and then it shoots you with a million rockets, and you get deleted, and you're like, I have a rifle.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, we got some more migrants. I'm going to wait till they get to the fortress. Doesn't look like we got that many, but we're going to continue
Only two
mining.
so far.
Yeah.
Let's see who's next on the list.
So we are slowly getting the fortress up. I still find the ASCII Dorf Fortress easier to play. It's easier for my eyes.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm a grognard, I'm used to the old ways. It's just, I played that a lot, and it's a lot more colorblind friendly. ASCII...
They definitely need a colorblind friendly mode.
ASCII Dorf Fortress is way more colorblind to me. Way more colorblind friendly, because I can put in a lot of high contrast stuff. Like, Mayday 16 is really decent for contrast.
It is.
Alright, the traders have left. That's good. Now we're going to go down. We're going to go down and, yeah. This is now a little bit muddy in here, but that's fine. It'll dry out.
Yeah, that'll dry.
So he's gonna... Alright, he's gonna start mining out this next layer. But this should handle itself. Alright, let's see.
Handled.
So it looks like we got another aquifer layer. That's fine. That happens. However, I'm gonna knock this one back a little bit further.
Okay.
And this can be really difficult because your person will be like, oh, I don't know, and keep trying to put stuff off limits.
As long as you don't punch a wall and the entire river floods in, I think we should be fine.
Yeah, we're not under a river. There's no random... I haven't found a random pocket of water. I have gone sideways and under many things accidentally and misjudged it, but that's different. All right, so kaolinite is clay, and that can be used to make jugs and stuff, which is kind of neat.
This is very good.
Looks like we only got 2 dwarves, so I'm trying to make sure he actually mines all this out and doesn't just put it off limits.
Yeah.
All right, so as soon as we knock all this out, we'll be able to do very well. This is all dry out. Yep, it's drying out, and people are getting the stone out of it. Good, 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 good.
Dig, 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 dig.
We are doing our best, and it'll allow the 2 new people to get settled in. before they get drafted into whatever horrible nightmare monster science we have planned. But so far, this is kind of bland. Nothing terrible. It's mid-autumn, and we have plenty of food, plenty of drink. Everything's okay. All right, let's look up here. Everything is fine. The cats are incredibly fast, as you can see. They're hard to catch. That cat just ran down like 8Z. Oh, there it goes. Yep, okay.
It just starts falling.
Yeah, so let's just... Holy shit, the cats are fast. All right, so... All right, so as soon as we put the rest of these doors in... I know what bauxite is. That's the clay from which you get aluminum.
Bauxite, yep.
I think it's mostly in the Caribbean. Except for native aluminum, which is eastern Siberia. If I remember correctly. I only know small things about rocks. Let's see. Alright, this is good. We've almost knocked this back. And as you can see, not all this is aquifers. Some of this stuff looks like it's heading into a not aquifer area. So there's pockets of this here and there, right?
Really
So
good.
so you need to keep that in mind. That can help you kind of steer through these aquifer layers. That will also help you steer through other layers in the game, like magma. Sometimes you get down to a magma sea. Well, there is a magma sea down there. And you have to find your way through it. That's a layer.
Miner needs to keep mining, not...
All right, looks like we only have some water down here, so it's not a complete aquifer all the way through. All you have to do is be mindful of a few aquifer layers, and then you can normally get through it just fine. Now, the heavy aquifers are like a standing river underwater. That's a little more difficult, but that's also doable. You just have to kind of Tetris your way into it. All right, so we've got these guys making no more doors. What are you making? Coffins? Yep, we're making coffins for a while.
Coffin doors and barrels.
We're doing...
and rock thrones.
We're going to make rock thrones. We're making rock blocks. We probably have enough coffins for now.
Rock lobster.
And then rock tables. There we go. People are becoming planters and stuff. All right. Good, good, good. Simple crafts. We are burning wood. We are making charcoal. We're going to start... Yes, we can start coking bituminous coal.
Woo!
We can now jumpstart that next layer of our industry, and then we can just start being real bastards. I mean,
The square's like, is this real life or just Magna Sea?
Is this real life? Is this just Magna Sea?
It works.
God in... Oh, God, there's already this...
Whoa, miasma. Why?
Because someone had put some rotten food there. So we need to make a stink pile room.
We gotta make a dump, I think.
Yep, we need a stink pile room. So what we do here is we just go in here and we let nature take care of it with a stink room. And a stink room is just where you put bad things that you don't like. And elves. Okay, we got to name 2 new people. One is a stone crafter and one is a gem cutter.
All right, next up is the Night Owl.
The Night Owl. I know that man well. He's been very prominent in the Ox and is one of the foremost citizens of it. He also got some cheese, if memory serves.
He did. He got some very nice cheese. And then the second guy is Vulcan 616.
Vulcan 616, stand by. You are a gem cutter. Not today.
Gem cutter.
Live long and prosper, motherfucker. All right, so let's go down to here. And this guy who's like, I'm a stone crafter.
Night Owl does confirm that it is good. It was good cheese.
Good.
That movement has started a whole movement of sending people cheese. Texas sent so many people cheese.
It's a good gift. No one says, oh my
is.
God, the cheese, I hate it. If people say that, they're not good people.
It's a litmus test on top of a normal gift.
Someone's like, cheese isn't for me. They're either goat, which I allow, or they are someone who is suspect and an alien.
Alien.
or as I pointed out in the BPL earlier, if the BPL was in that movie The Thing, they would see the guys with a helicopter at the first part and goes, why do they have a helicopter? Why are they allowed to just do that? I didn't know you were allowed to just chase dogs with a helicopter and a machine gun. They told us we couldn't do that. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
They locked our guns up. They said no more.
Also, like, things starts eating one of us, it just gives up.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like,
we're just like,
wow,
you are what
really
you
depressed.
you are what you eat, bro. And he's like, shut up.
He just goes back home. It's not worth being here.
Well, if I found that a fucking UFO is sitting out in the middle of nowhere, minding its own business, as it does, and it was just sitting there, being its own thing, which it is, I would just fill it in with concrete. I'd be like, wow, that's a whole lot of none of my business. And they're like, you gonna look in there? And the answer is no. Under no circumstances will I disturb the UFO. It's been there, unmolested, for generations. Why would I go poke that? I'd take a picture, sure. I'd take a picture. That'll get you in National Geographic. Look at the weird thing I found. But I wouldn't cut it open. I think the least realistic moment in that movie Alien, the least realistic moment, is where they go inside the spaceship. I think they would walk up to it and go, huh, well, I'll be damned. And then they would have taken a selfie with it.
Yes.
And then they would leave. Oh, cool. There's a dead squirrel. Nice.
Blue Gemma says, so you're saying if I eat enough elf loaf, I will become an elf?
That seems correct. I'm not the smartest person in the world.
I highly support you turning elves into bread.
I mean, I would be very vegan, that bread.
I'd poke the UFO with a nuke.
I mean,
be a problem if
all you'd have to do is just like tag it, just be like, oh, well, company tag it, and it'd just be like a lockout tag out on the side of the road.
Yes. I have not seen Nope. I have not.
All right, so we're going down here, and we
should watch that.
Okay, it's starting to fill up, as you can see.
All right, come on, guys. Just a couple more walls. Come on.
It's only one guy working, so he's being lazy. But as long as it doesn't fill all the way up, I'm not worried. It'll drain to the lower level, because look, that's already 7 out of 7 deep. But I can actually drain this a bit by channeling down in a few other ways.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to tell him to dig down a level and then finish out this room. And we'll wait till it dries out a bit. And then we'll go again. If all else fails, though, I have a well here.
And you got your water source.
Correct.
Oh, that's the end of the drying part.
Yep, and notice there's mud. I can also farm.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's one of those things where you can make oopsies, but oopsies are okay. Oopsies.
So does that mud stay there, or does it get used up with like each
I think
batch?
it can slowly get used up. I'll have to remember, it's been a while, but everything is a resource in Dorf Fortress. You're not losing anything. You're just changing the world, and the world changes with you.
That's beautiful.
It's pretty wild.
Be the world you want to be.
Burn the world before the elves do.
Or, yeah, that.
I hate elves. I hate them so fucking much. All right, so let's
I'm actually playing my first full elf in D&D.
So I can now have a sad bureaucrat room, which Tom will be pleased by.
Tom will be very sad bureaucrat.
So I'm going to put a siltstone table in there. I'm going to put a chair in there. And he can sit in there and think about it.
And purge the elf.
Yeah, I mean, that's his job. It's going to be the sad bureaucrat room. Now, what I have to do next is you have to go into nobles and administrators. And this is way easier than it used to be, believe it or not. Then we go to bookkeeper, and we go Wide Tom Tombiddle. One of our miners is now going to be the bookkeeper and the broker right there. And so then you have to go into this little guy here. Shut the fuck up and don't ever talk to me or my family ever again. And then you go over here, and you go into office, and you go... And there's his office, and you hit accept, and then you add to him, and you go, oh, the broker sits in the office. And then he will go down there and look very, very sad. And then you go over to your nobles and administrators, and you make sure this is set up all the way over here. Highest precision. Just right there.
Okay.
Highest precision. And then soon enough, you'll watch this question mark of how many things we have get very, very quickly exact.
Okay.
And then, then Tom.
He also deals with traders, right? Because he knows how much things you have.
Yes, indeed. All right, so.
Wow, when it said 100 is none, that's scary.
Hold on one moment. All right, see there, bam. We got accurate numbers now.
All right.
There's Wide Tom Tombadil. Good job. All right, next step is we're going to need to make all of these rooms okay and not forget about the flooding in the basement.
Too bad, is it?
No, it's already filled up all of the layer below with 7-7 water, and it's already starting to creep up now. As long as the water is under 2 deep, it should dry out, but it's going to take a minute. And these guys need to hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where it's like, everyone stop what you're doing, go rub the wall.
They'll fix it. They're just being lazy. So,
They got beds now. They think they could use them.
I'm telling you, these dwarves, you coddle them, and then they just get all they want. All they want is just more. Me. I want to have a place where bats don't eat my baby, etc. I thought you were dwarves. So I'm going to put in a little lunchroom for them so they can sit over here and be weird. And they'll just be like, I love applesauce. And they'll be like, I bet you do. Fucking weirdos. I don't hate applesauce. Please don't start like some.
Don't send Gerber after him, please.
Yeah, please don't.
You can't use any more things after GM.
Yeah, please don't send Big Gerber after us.
It's like a giant baby.
Big baby. Don't send Big Baby.
You know, like applesauce. It's like crawling towards you menacingly.
Me heard you know like doo-doo head. Big Baby. Watch out for Big Baby. He'll get you. I've never seen, I don't understand the need of a baby food commercial. I mean, it's like babies got to eat, duh. I mean, it's not like, do you like feeding your children? I mean, who are they trying to convince? It's like, not for me.
That one guy who doesn't. Like, wow, that's me.
The camera's talking to me. We're going to have some statues in this fortress. They're not going to be great, but I'm going to put them everywhere. And people are going to go, wow, that's unnecessary. All right, so we got charcoal being smelted and smonked.
Smonked.
And we are slowly destroying trees and elves, which is good.
Yeah.
Dwarves are running around.
Why is that guy so angry?
I don't know. We don't have anybody angry. We have one person.
No, he just had a red face over him. Like, is he carrying something?
I think it's because they'll walk into a room and go, "This is gross," and I hate it. And I'm like, "You don't need to hate the room." And they're like,
"I gotta walk on the sand to get in my house."
Yeah, and they don't appreciate stuff. Like, they got all these nice. This is a dining area. There's plenty of room for activities.
Do you have to zone for the food? The meeting areas, right?
I do indeed. I need to put some statues in here first, and then I'm going to zone it, and I'm going to engrave it, and they're going to go, holy shit, what a nice room.
In this random giant hall where the other half is still sharp and jagged, there's this really nice area.
I stubbed my foot on the floor and cut my callus off. All right, let's see. Siltstone statue. Wow. It is a grizzly bear. Grizzly bear and siltstone. The grizzly bear is striking down Imthep Tongsglee. Relates the killing of a human by a grizzly bear. All right. So that's the first statue. Yeah, just a statue.
Apparently that guy saw someone get mauled by a grizzly bear. He's like, I'm going to make a statue of that one day.
He's like, man, I got an idea for a statue. It's like, what? I'm going to just put a nice area with some statues in. The second statue is made of siltstone. It's an image of dwarves. Just dwarves. Let's see. This one is a superior quality siltone. Ew, it's an elf. It's the artwork relates to the killing of the elf by a dog.
Heck, where's that dog?
That dog is a hero. All right, let's see.
I had to type out that a statue is not proof of murder.
He has another He has another image of the guy being killed by a grizzly bear. So both ends of this lunch table are the guy being murdered by a grizzly bear.
As is foretold.
The one in the corner is just a guy. Let's see. This one is a jumping spider. So there's a spider.
Nice. They're
then
dancing.
there's two guys getting mauled by grizzly bears and an elf dying to a dog. All right. I mean, all right. Interesting fort so far. I'm just gonna make a nice little statuary hall in here where they gather and eat, and they'll just be like, "Holy shit! Look at all this amazing shit!" And they will shit themselves. They will just
They're gonna really like it.
They will be standing there, frozen, in ecstatic glee. They will be exclaiming with mouth agape, drool pouring from their maw.
Are the masterwork statues, they sell for much?
They can, if you make them out of good materials. Not this.
Oh, like you just can't do like sandstone.
It's not like RimWorld, where if you make it gorgeous, people just pay 10 times more for no reason.
This game better than RimWorld? That's a hard question.
Yes, hands down.
I would say yes, but it's a different experience altogether from what you'll get from RimWorld.
It's a different game. RimWorld's easier to get into, and I like RimWorld. I'm not saying that one is good and one is bad. They're different, but if I had to put them both side by side, I'd say this one, hands down, because I played this one for longer, and it keeps drawing me back.
Yeah, if you keep going back to a game years and years, it deserves the praise.
We're going to call this Ox Hall. This is where they can gather, and
the Ox Hall has been made.
The Ox Hall has been made, and then we're going to smooth all this, and we're going to make it really nice with all of their statues of bears tearing people apart, and an elf eating a dog, or a dog eating an elf, and just tearing it apart. And
I drink to that.
Yeah, it's just that's where they hang out now. It's
Hail Ox Hall, they say.
Well, it's a Dorf fort, and that's the fun of Dorf fortresses. Is like as soon as I tick over to year 1, you can save this fort, grab that save world file, hand it to somebody. They can load it up and continue the game. Thus, Succession games, which were Generation 1 Let's Plays.
Oh, are we done?
Almost.
Oh,
almost.
It's so close.
It is 3 of 7 deep, so this may be a problem, but I can fix it. I can fix it. It'll just take a little bit of time. So what we have to do next is I need to create either a channel down, which is boring.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to create an alternate set of stairs, which is artistic.
Ooh.
Just to confuse a layer, and also if something's running up, to make it have to run in a different pattern to kill us. However, if that fills up any more, it'll only fill up that layer, and I'll just find another way around. Or I'll train some guys who can swim.
All right, so it's not too bad.
I'll train some guys who not a big deal. Until it burns the fortress down, it's not a big deal. If the fortress fills up with water, big deal. If not, not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Well, just dig a hole and the water will go in the hole. It's like, you're okay.
I will use all sorts of problems to solve my problems. So, all right, here we go. Accept, and we will make this the corpse pile and the garbage pile. Same thing. All right, they both go in there now. Done and done. No elves so far, except for the statues of them dying. Acceptable. Acceptable conditions. All right, so we got bauxite, and we're starting to... We should be able to stop making charcoal for a bit, because we've just got crap tons. And now we should be able to smelt our native platinum, and not only smelt our native platinum, but smelt our limonite. And once we've done that, we're going to start making coins.
Minting your own coins?
Fuck yes. I'm going to try to mint my own coins in year 1.
He's going for the Bitcoin tactic. These
Alright.
coins are gonna be worth so much more.
I'm going to put my own little coin vault here, which is just going to be kind of small. They'll just probably be on the floor. Very humble. Only 14 dwarves, but we're going to have our own goddamn money. All right, let's see. Other objects. Let's see. Platinum. And then coins. Yeah, we're going to make some platinum coins. We are going to have our own fucking money. Alright, looks like this is still filling up slowly. Lazy bastards won't go in here because it's full of water. Boo!
That's lazy.
That is lazy. I once trapped a child in one of these accidentally as it filled up with water.
Oh no.
No one noticed.
Is your only oh yeah, your only smooth guy was working on the tavern.
It's alright, he'll get to it.
I hope so. Get him some diving gear.
He'll learn.
He'll be an underwater welder.
Someone's moved some stuff, so hold on a moment. Let me bonk bonk. There, those guys should be able to do stuff. Seems like the child isn't happy, as though this fortress is not fun enough.
Very nice of them to say. Good thing we don't have Yelp yet.
Well, we will when we start engraving.
Oh, of course.
That's Yelp in the Dwarven world.
I destroyed my last fortress trying to make a moat. That's unfortunate.
I have channeled so many lakes, lavas, and everything else into my fucking fortress over the years. I thought I was smart in every single case, and I was not. We're going to have some fun with aquifers, and if I fuck it up, I'll fix it. Because
There's probably thousands of times in history where people tried to like manipulate water and realize that they're just making the area worse.
Yeah, whole bunches of times in history where people were just like, I could make that smarter. No, you can't. So we've got some stuff out front, and we're starting to get good numbers of rock blocks, and we have drinks are getting a little low, but I'm not concerned yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm hoping these a-holes will go down here and do this so I don't have to find another way around. But it looks like they're going to let that fill up like a bunch of...
Is there like a high priority one, like with the arrows?
You could do that, I think, but I don't think I can do that with commands.
Oh, that's just traffic stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought I remember there was one like this is important, or it must have been the workshop stuff.
Oh, a baby grew up to be a cat. Excellent.
Oh, what? To be a... Oh, okay. I thought you said cat. Like a dwarf to a cat. I was like, what?
Yeah, no. I was there the time that geese started laying iron chairs. Now, that was a different issue.
That is something else.
It is indeed. All right, so let's go ahead and make a different problem. Okay, where's this go up?
This one?
This is going to build a second mine shaft there. And we'll sort it out.
See. They're almost done. Then they should rush down there and do that. Unless mining's more important.
We'll see. We're going to make this room nice because it is important to have a nice room. And as soon as the room is nice, they're going to be like, yes, here's your dining room. There's just a guinea pig running around like crazy. That happens. I'm hoping to get this limonite doing well. I'm hoping to get the limonite ore and the platinum ore. We are making coins. Excellent. We do.
Yes.
So we should have coins before long. All right, down we go. Mine shaft 2.
The widening.
Yeah, we're going to go down. Let's see. Nope, nothing yet.
You get lucky with the smoothing yet?
Checking. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's filling up.
What, so at what amount of water will they just not deal with it? Like 3, 4, 5?
I think it's 3 or 4. They start getting worried. They're like, yeah, I can't swim. And I'm like, you could if you tried.
There's a swimming class. You may drown.
No, the swimming class is called the river. And go do what you got to do, but you have a mining shift. Miners don't die. It's in the rules.
Is the rules.
All right, so we've got We've got more chert. We've got... Oh, hold on. Yes. I want those opals. All right, so where are we? We're starting to get further down. Then we're going to have to deal with... Yep. All right.
There it is.
Yes, indeed. All right, they're coming through the wall. Good.
There we go.
Yeah, now we've got people right on it. And then we can get down to this layer and I can make a, I can drain all this. It's just going to take a minute. Yeah, see, once they're all on it, it's not that hard. Oh, well, what's funny is I can drain this. I can just knock a hole in the lower layers and let the water out. I can give the water a room.
Go be free.
Exactly. I can give the water a room. All right, let me get into DX. I will undesignate this. And then I will designate that. I'll let this fill up. Because this can be a fun little project. Yeah, they stop at 3 and start to drown at 5. Okay, that sounds about real.
That makes sense.
All right, so it looks like they got this all smoothed off real quick. Oh, saving game. We hit year 51, so good. We've gone 1 year. Nobody died.
Down, baby.
A year down. No death.
Speed run.
Not a speed run. Death will occur. All right. So, this is 6, 7. If I knock it down that much, okay. I have a strategy, but I'm not a smart man. So I'm gonna knock that out. And not that part. Excellent. This will be a interesting experiment. All right, so here he's gonna start coming down. Nope, he refuses. All right. Oh, ye of little faith. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. You know you wanna. Come on. Come on, Dorf. You wanna seek fun.
What is down there?
What's down here? I bet it could be fun. Oh yeah.
There we go.
There's my creative moron. All right. No, you don't.
About to say, like, uh-oh.
No.
Get back here.
Come on. There we go. We're going to just fill this in as we go. Another way of doing it is just building walls. You can build walls and blocks and just be like, no, I will displace the water with rock. But as you can see...
As my badger ancestors did.
Indeed. And as you can see, this is filling up. This is almost 7 full now.
As long as it stays on that level, it doesn't go up to the next floor.
Hey, you know, I always try to tell my water to stay, you know, where it should be.
Appreciate it. But your neighbors love you.
Like, hey, water, don't do that.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, don't do that.
Oh, interesting. So you'll do another outer layer, kind of like a small project, and then take out the walls to the inside?
Correct.
Sick.
I
wish you could drop a one of those floodgates before destroying the wall, but I don't think it works like that.
No, I will have to do it carefully, but there is a method. Letting these fill up and become reservoirs is also quite useful for protracted sieges.
Never ever had to actually build any of that. I'm just trying to teach myself how to do drawbridges properly.
Yeah, I'm not good on those. I usually end up killing people on my side. So
I never understood it because like you put the drawbridge down and it would like go down and lip, but it'd be the same level, and I didn't realize you had to build a channel underneath the whole thing. So it'd make
Oh yeah, otherwise it just smashes things. But
yeah.
that's where you do Dwarven Atom Smasher. Yep. Elf Flattener. Alright, so we've got...
Why L flat?
because bridge. Because justice.
Justice.
Alright, so, yeah, see, we're going through, and we're knocking walls out, and we're just smoothing them instantly. So we're slowly going to get around this, and then we'll fix it. And then it'll drain or it won't. I don't care. That's what you want to...
It's not really any.
That's what you want to hear in a chief engineer. It'll drain or it won't. I don't care.
They knew the truth.
All right. We're going to get this done, and then we'll knock one of these walls out. And it'll be simple as. I do see my drinks getting low. It's fine.
You have plenty of plumps drink, I'm pretty sure.
I do. So, as we knock this out, there we go. As we continue to knock this out, fuck yeah. Okay, we got some more migrants. Oh, no, we did not. We did not attract any migrants. They were like, fuck off. This place sounds terrible. Your mines are
like,
filled
I heard
with
there
water.
was I heard there yeah, exactly. It's like I heard there was kind of a water leak. There's some water damage they're not telling people about. It's
Whoa,
like, where'd you hear that? Why'd you hear that? Who said that?
It sounds like elf speak. Are you implying shoddy dwarven craftsmanship?
Of the finest quality.
Finest quality. It menaces with spikes of incompetence. All right, so we're gonna smooth all this down, and hopefully they smooth the right parts so they're all drowned. But they'll get it done, or they won't. One of the two. I'm gonna make sure I have enough liquor now by going to the liquor floor and being like, "Hey, brew drink from plant. Hey, brew drink from plant." And then I'm gonna tell, yeah, that ought to do actually. Just start making alcohol. And they're making booze now. Good job.
Booze.
We got plenty of chests, look like. So let's do that. And then let's do beds. We have plenty of beds. Now let's just do barrels.
Barrels are great.
Barrels
So
are...
barrels can hold solids and liquids, right? Or just liquids?
I think they're principally for liquids, but I believe they can also carry piles of stuff. But bins are for solid objects.
Yeah. And then chests are for personal items.
Chests are for personal items. Coffers are for coins, but coins can also go in bins and other stuff. Some stuff can go in bags. It's... Oh, wow. We actually did get coins done in our first year. Look. 50 platinum. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, so we have platinum coins now. We should just be able to pay people off, and they will ignore our water problem. Okay, it's getting a little worse. Let's just go ahead and... Okay, is that all smooth? Yeah, it's smooth. Okay.
Everything's been smoothed.
Yep, except for that corner. And if I let this dry out a sec while I continue, I'm going to slowly expand the ends of it as we go along.
I downloaded a mod that made the smooth and engraved walls a bit more apparent.
That's good.
I know the engraved ones are obvious, but when they're smooth, I just keep doing what you're doing. Where it's just like, this one? Did I get this one? About that one?
I go over everything just because nerves. So we're gonna just mine shit through and have it be good.
Hey, Sunshine, Boogeyman. Crispy Crot. If there's a water problem, blame Diggs. That's my life. Just blame Diggs. It's a Monday.
It's a Monday. All right, as we go, we're going to knock this out, and then the dwarves will be like, yes, it is now well, soon it will be dry enough. We'll just knock this out and then have an okay aquifer maybe. All right, so everyone has done that part. Good. Now the inside is 7-7, which is a lot, but notice it hasn't gone up, so that's great.
That's great.
We're going to wait until this dries out slowly, and then we are going to knock the wall back once we've hollowed a wide enough area out around it, and it would be good.
We got to start dealing with... Oh, yeah. You bought a whole bunch of drinks.
We did. We have plenty of drinks. Drink is now 98. We're going to turn plants into booze very quickly. All right, look at all that. We're getting our workshops. People are going to have rooms. They're going to be like, wow, my room has
All these
things
people
like...
have beds?
Yeah, we have beds. I mean, I'm not completely incompetent at Dwarf Fortress. I just tend to have very poor choices. Is that I
always worry about choices. Like how far is too far for travel as like my main thing versus aesthetic, because time goes really fast compared to like that means what you're looking at. These dwarves are so slow.
Indeed, it does. But time scale in this game is relative. I'm gonna put some chests down. And I'm going to let all the dwarves have chests in their rooms. Ooh. And they'll be like, wow, we live in a land of plenty. I'll say, yes, that is the illusion. So, we're going to put some chests in the rooms. Even Wide Tom's room. Looks like he took a shit on that desk. All right. It's probably
That's pretty normal for Tom.
Just taking shit.
Or someone shit on his desk.
Someone just took a shit. I mean, that is Tom.
Good man.
So we'll just sit here and put everything down. And we now have chests in all the rooms, or should. And then we can begin smoothing all the rooms. I'll start my miners mining this out. And we will start expanding our holdings for various materials. This is going to be another floor of the dorms. And this will be another floor of the dorms if we need.
Oh, we're bringing the whole ox in here.
Yeah. If I can, I will. So we're going to just have 2 layers of dorms, and we'll start preparing those. Here's the weird room with all the statues of gruesome shit.
Ah.
The gruesome statue room. And then
Gruesome statues.
Every room's going to have a statue. Just a random one. You don't know what you get, but you have a statue in your room. So enjoy it. Everyone gets a room statue, whether they want one or not. All right. So now that everyone has their own statue that weighs about 6 tons, weighs about 6 to 10 tons, I think that everyone will just really enjoy themselves. Because nothing says a sound sleep like a statue that if it should shift even slightly because of the uneven floor, it would destroy you in your sleep and you would not even know. That's what you want in a room.
I do love the idea that like behind your bed that's not flush against anything, there's just a very wobbly statue.
With an uneven floor and an uneven because these are not good statues. These are not master statue makers. These are just like a giant rock thing that looks kind of like a thing.
This fortress is under no obligation to honor the statue's tempting whispers.
Yeah, don't worry about the statue. It's there. It's fine.
Is there a statue of the quartermaster? Oh, I did. I don't think I showed you, but I put it in AI art. I did another Randolph Checkers quartermaster.
Oh dear. I know some of the AI art is good, and a lot of people are worried because they're like, "Oh, it's taking all the art away from the artist." I'm like, all it can do right now is draw some pretty neat stuff, but it makes stuff that looks like an album cover. You need an artist.
Does,
yeah, you need an artist to make the difference. It's a cool tool, but it's kind of like when Adobe came out and people were like, photography is dead.
Yeah, people could just make stuff now in computers.
Yeah, photography is dead. No one will ever buy a camera again. And I was like, uh-huh. And then it became the era of digital film, which everyone appreciates deeply. So
Now everyone's doing the same thing with phones. Like phones on cameras getting so good, you won't buy like real cameras. Like no, there's
yeah,
the lens itself.
go buy a Leica camera and take a photo, and then tell me that a phone camera is the be all end all, because that's an eye-opening experience to use a real good camera on something and be like, oh, I'm a moron. This looks really good.
You can't selfie on it.
You can. You just need to stand very far away and set the timer.
All right.
Or hire a photographer.
The Batman was not shot in digital. That movie looks amazing. Yeah, but they use an IMAX camera, which is like those giant
70 millimeter. Yeah, that is a 70 millimeter camera. Them's big.
Well, you can't get more accurate than light. So obvious, like no matter how big the display is, like you can only pull in what it can see.
Well, that's the thing. Its digital format is an interesting subject. Mike and I have talked about this a lot. It's one of those things where when they make or when they start to upres stuff or try to convert film, sometimes you'll realize there was a time where it looked really good and you probably shouldn't try to update it. The redo of the Next Generation is a good example, because in 4K, you can see all the gross on stuff. Like you can see people's fingerprints. You can see the corporate carpet of the 80s. You can see all that stuff that you normally couldn't on the VHS pull of it. Some things are not good up-resed or upscale. They look better in their native format. They look better, a little lossier. It's one of those things where you don't need to have something in HD to enjoy it.
Oh, for sure. Like how much detail do you really need to see to like make your experience more enjoyable? Like, do I need to see the blackheads on the Rock's nose? Like, is that when I get to go, wow, this is really enjoyable?
No,
I just want to see the movie. Like, make it presentable for my eyes.
To have my own counterpoint said, though, if you want to see art, if you want to see true art, I would recommend heavily watching the Criterion's Collection 4K upres of 2001: A Space Odyssey, because watching that movie again in 4K in perfect clarity on a 4K TV, you notice absurd OCD detail about everything, down to the little imprints on the bags they carry at the airport. It is just like absurd things. And you're like, this is a painting. This is not a movie.
Yeah, I'm with you. This place is going to be the most beautiful area ever.
It's going to be all right. We're going to
It's your grand hall soon?
It will be. I'm hoping to make this whole area, everyone's going to have nice statues of stuff in their room. It's going to be just a nice, happy place. And I'm going to have engravings all throughout. And everyone's fortresses are going to be like, oh, it's great. And I'm slowly getting there. The miners are mining. This is already filled up again to 6-7 somehow, which is weird.
Maybe it doesn't work if there's like two sides of the.
Oh, I'm gonna figure a way out. It's gonna be dumb. Don't worry. I know.
I mean, like you said before, this isn't really a loss. This was a test. Like you can just go around.
Oh, I'm not upset. This is Dorf Fortress. This means I need to try again. Now, next strategy is going to be me trying to go around it and then finding a way of draining it into the cavern below, which will be hilarious, because a bunch of creatures will be in there and be like, the time has come to take the surface world. And I'll be like, can you breathe water? And if the answer is no, I win. It'll be like using a garden hose on ants. It's just get out of here.
Exactly. I will be right back. I'm going to go get some more to drink.
So I've got my dwarves doing their thing. Not too many are mad, but I don't have a tremendous amount of dwarves, so that's not terribly hard. I'm going to now go very heavy into making rock blocks, which is going to sustain me for a bit. I need rock blocks. I'm also going to tell them to cut gems if they can find any. And if they can smelt in the smeltery, I'm hoping to we can make pig iron, which is good. Pig iron's good. Now, we have some coins, not too many. Not too many. Terrifying. Terrifying noises scare me. What does this say? Vulcan 616. Lieutenant Dude says, hi, Diggs with Hands. Well, Diggs with Hands is the other person. I'm Tex of the Black Pants Legion, and this is WBPL 76. The sound of inadequacy given form. Mint platinum coins. I believe I still have some native platinum. Platinum? Wow. Yeah, I do. I'm going to knock some native platinum out, and then I'm going to trade them to people, and I'm going to laugh because I want money. Dorf Fortress is a game about money. It's a game of vast wealth. All right, so now we need to start building walls. And this is going to be important. They added a patch today where you can just hit all now, which is really nice. And if you hate elves, you can make it all out of wood. Which I do. But I also have a lot of siltstone blocks, so I'm going to use those. Because siltstone's pretty cool. It's made out of silt. It's a stone. That's all I know about it. All right, siltstone blocks. Siltstone blocks.
Arbitrary.
All right. So I
enter my room and it smells like static.
smells like
That's
ozone,
weird.
eh?
What is going on? Am I about to explode? Lightning?
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo Figaro.
All water elementals now belong to Diggs. I'll take that.
It's
Do
not
water
bad.
elementals are water elementals endless water blocks?
That's a good question. We're going to use all the siltstone blocks we have because we've made an ocean of them. We'll have a road up to our fortress that is siltstone, which is pretty rad. And I'm going to do even more siltstone here because I'm going to have a bee area because I found some fun in bee business.
Bees. Kai says, Quinn, why have you been practicing warfuckery where you sleep? Come on, have safe cycling. Yes, I rolled terrible in perils right now.
It is, yeah, that is a game that I think it's funny that in that game we had a lot of people who were like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, yeah, but look at what a great story that was. If you don't know what you're doing, that kind of makes it better. If you know everything about 40K, you wouldn't enjoy it. You'd be terrified. But if your guy's like, wait, I'm a cop and I can drive that through that wall? Yes, then it gets exciting. Wait, I have no consequences in an authority-driven universe? Yes. Oh, very well.
Very good, very good. Then I shall endeavor.
I choose to solve the puzzle. Oh, what do you roll? Gun. All right, so we got shirt. Uh-oh. A human caravan from Mong Iner has arrived. All right. You want to play a game? Let's see if he likes good trade. I'm going to send Wide Tom in to trade, and we're going to give him some of our cut gems. We have some opals, some cabochons. Those tourmalines are worth a lot. And then we're going to see if he don't like that, we'll give him some coins, which are all worth a fortune. If you don't like that, he can have some of these statues, which are probably going to horrify him and make him wonder why he came.
There.
All right, so there we go. We're starting to build our fortress. There's still some stuff in the wagon. I'm going to wait till we have more haulers to actually do things, like moving the wagon and taking it apart. That is what we should be doing.
Yeah, it's not usable again, is it?
No, It is a one-use thing. I'm just using it as storage. We're slowly pulling items up, which is important. All right, so as soon as we get, I don't know, we got chalk, we got all these things going. This ain't a bad stream fortress, aside from the water layer, but I'll turn this into something. It's a spa. I'll solve our water problem soon enough. Our drink is now at 339. Good, good, good. And as soon as we trade, we will be wealthy as fuck. We will just take all the things. All right, awaiting 44 items. All right, well, how much is all this worth? It's worth a lot. All right, give us the silver. Give us the crystal glass. I don't want your gems. I have gems. We are the crystal gems, not you. Let's see.
Black Mamba Venom Barrel?
No, I'll take rice beer, a.k.a. Budweiser. I'll take the milk
They
beer.
accidentally deliver the Black Mamba and people start drinking it.
The dwarves would be like, this is weak as shit! All right, let's see. Ooh, an iron flail. That's neat. Iron. There's still a lot of weapons and stuff. I don't need that. I don't even have a military. Let's see what else he got. Sand. Yeah, I'll take that. Amaranth. Isn't that girl that streams with her hot tub? That amaranth.
It's close.
All right.
It's close.
I don't know.
Hers is amaranth.
Oh, all right. I was like, I know what that one is. Someone sent me a clip, and I was like, this is a living? This is a job?
$1 million a day.
Fuck. I'm in the wrong business, huh? I don't think I could make the transition to VTuber. I'd just be sitting there and I'd be like, that's me. I'm a thing. I'm an electronic construct. I'm buying all these eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'd just be a shotgun with a hat in the mouth.
Let me tell you about when SKSs were really cheap. All right, let's see. No, he won't go for it. He's like, the eye is too much. There.
Nope.
No, I'll get him. I got all the shit I wanted, which was stuff to make alcohol with.
Now we can booze.
I'm just gonna booze. And we're starting to build our tavern, which will be our first line of defense.
Misplaced Quasar said, how is Mr. Tex enjoying the picturesque Dwarf Fortress compared to the older versions, and are the menus a bit easier, perhaps?
Different. There's some things I wish we could do better. Fine-tuning the control of people, like through Dorf Therapist, I miss very, very much. That I miss. It's like, oh shit, I would really like to have some fine control over some of this.
I feel like it's not too far out that they'll make a Steam version of it.
Oh, of course.
Just run it alongside,
Of course, I'm sure they will. So far, most of the stuff is right. A lot of it is relearning 10 years of fucking around. And that doesn't mean that, like, they fucked up. It means I have to relearn all the muscle memory, because for a designation, I'm going DD. D for designation, D for mine, like dig. I'm doing BD for, building designation. I'm going through all these menus in my head still, and I'm tapping the keys and nothing happens. And I'm like, fuck, all right, relearn it, old man. And so it's become this thing. Blue Jay remains. That goes in the garbage.
This is worthless.
Yep. But the Blue Jay in the shitter. Flush the bird.
Hey, Maze.
All right, so we got our booze-a hole. We're brewing drink from plants. We got a kitchen going. All right. Ah, we made a masterpiece barrel. Excellent. Truly, our woes have ended. Alright, so will he take all of these statues? No, he won't. I'm trying to make him take these statues. I know they...
He's like, please, take these.
Oh no, I'm giving him his gifts. Here you go. He's like, oh, thank you so much. And I'm like, no, I got more of them. Come, take more statues.
Like, no, please, my wagons.
No. I insist. You need 20 statues of a leech. I saw a leech once. I commissioned all of our workers here to make leech statues.
Take those 20 leeches. I'll throw in a jumping spider. Final offer.
1 jumping spider, 20 leeches, and money I made myself. My face is on it. I am a legitimate tradesman. Never mind that my basement is full of water. It's an adventure zone. All right.
Too good.
I remember what Pablo said, or he made his danger room.
Yeah.
He made a danger room, which is a room that has all these pressure plates on it. And the objective is to have your dwarves go through, and they're constantly fighting against spear points and stuff coming out, and it trains them, to fight all sorts of stuff and, become tough dwarves. Well, what Pablo did was he made a danger room, and all these spears are flying everywhere, and one of his lady dwarfs goes in there and has a baby. And in the middle of that, the spears just impale and just kill the kid. And the lady is like, I feel nothing, and then just goes back to training. And I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Dwarf Fortress. There was the other one where that lady was holding her baby and using it as an offhand weapon. So she was like beating goblins to death with a baby. And then she was like, my baby died, and then started killing people. That was a good fortress.
She did it herself.
Well, it's one of those interesting things, the brain of a dwarf,
Yeah. Can't take blame, you have to make grudges.
Yeah. And you could get the Steam version is fine. I think the Steam version's fine. If not, the free version's fine.
So my stance on is this. Even if you love the old version.
No migrants again.
Again?
And
what
again.
The heck?
What
Someone's
the fuck?
talking mad crap.
Someone is telling people about the basement full of water.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, guys. It's just some water.
It's a pool.
Yeah, it's indoor pool. It's heated, maybe.
I don't know. Let's not lie. I don't know what's in it other than probably not ants.
Like my view on it's this: you can always play the old Dorf Fortress forever for free. That's great. If you love Dorf Fortress, spend way too many countless hours on it. The best way to support them right now is to buy it on Steam, leave a positive review, and just carry on playing the version you want because you were able to give something back to someone who's been developing something for 40 years or.
Yeah, it's 2 dudes, so it's literally it's one of those things where I tell people in film, when we make a fucking video, I'm saying you're looking at 8,000 hours worth of effort. This is over a year worth of effort for making like Tex Talks Battletech. That's why it's a team effort. And people are like, well, it wouldn't take so long if you were, just always doing it, not playing other games. And I'm like, well, sure, but I would have stopped. And people don't understand, like, a lot goes into this. Dwarf Fortress is 2 dudes making a game that they want to make without anyone telling them what to do for a lifetime, 2 lifetimes, and they're content to keep doing it. All you want to do is help those guys. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody was fighting, but I'm not going to look into that. That's just normal fortress operations.
If you don't throw some fists around, are you really dwarfing?
I don't think so. I'm dwarfing. It's dwarfing time.
He's dwarfing. Oh, God. He's dwarfing.
Let's see what this statue is. Yep. Another one of an elf. Yeah, killing of an elf by an elf. That's another statue someone did. So far,
that's the dream. They want to watch them kill each other.
All the statues we seem to have of elves are horrible. The human is striking down. A human killing an elf. Let's see. What's this one? Killing of an elf by a human. So a lot of these dwarves are in the right mindset. So far, all the statues are of elf murder or a guy being torn apart by a bear. So far, pretty good fortress.
It's going to be a beautiful place. These are telling ages of stories.
Well, what is the neat thing about Dwarf Fortress, and this is one of the coolest parts of a game that becomes a legacy game, where it's handed down from one player to the next player to the next player. And what makes a legacy game neat is once the fortress dies, you can take somebody who's never played your game in your world and isn't aware of what happened in your fucking fortress. And what you can do is give it to them, and they go into adventure mode and start crawling around your fortress, and they get to Indiana Jones it. They get to fight whatever monsters are left, try to recover artifacts. They can find where dwarves died. They can go read the engravings as they walk around, so they can try to piece together what happened like an anthropologist. They can just go, oh, wow, look at this amazing thing that happened. Oh, shit. Look at that amazing thing that happened. And they can try to guess, like, oh, they keep drawing pictures of elves. They must have been assaulted terribly by elves. No elves have attacked this fortress at all. But all of our statuary celebrates elves dying. Right?
It's so good, yeah.
Yeah. So it allows the players to keep exploring and having fun. You could write a D&D game, a campaign about recovering one of these lost fortresses to find an item. You can use Dwarf Fortress to write so much useful shit. It's a cheat code for DMs. I highly recommend it. In fact, the world map of the Magistratum Mundanus was based on Dwarf Fortress.
Oh my god, you would.
I did.
It's a good resource for that.
It ended up, why do you think it ended up as a large landmass with a shitload of islands and frozen terrible areas for no reason? Of which Magna City was one of them.
Can't argue it. Too good.
Well, I find shortcuts, but that's what you want, is to create something unique. And yeah, there's a little bit of a basement leak in my fortress, but it's kind of cool. And it's weird because everything's smooth, so it must have found a way to leak through, and that's fine. I'm still learning with aquifers, so yeah, we'll figure a way to do it. All else fails, what I do is I will go mine down, create a really long channel, and then knock both of the walls out and fill it, and drain it off the edge of the map. You can actually drain and channel water off the edge of the map. It is one of the sneakier ways of doing stuff. If all else fails, we have an indoor pool. Again, no one wants to come to our fortress for some fucking reason. We have all of these wonderful rock blocks. We have all of these wonderful things. We're building a nice building. There's a red squirrel. We're just going to throw that in the garbage.
Are you even getting like visitors like bards and stuff?
Not yet. I have nothing that'll draw
That's the
them in.
weirdest part, because I figured just having a drinking area would bring them in.
Not yet. I need a proper drinking area that's a tavern, which means I need to make this indoors. So we're slowly doing that. Then once I do that, I will do a nice, cool front. I'll maybe make the, front door out of gold and a bunch of other stuff. There's a nice road that comes in, so people should see my fortress and my bee farm, and they'll be like, holy shit, that's a lot of bees. And I'll be like, don't touch them, you'll die.
What?
And then they die because fucking bee farm. But yeah, so we got the rock blocks and we do that, and we just go, let's see. Actually, no, keep making rock blocks. And you are going to go make rock, let's see, rock hives for the bees. We need to make bee hives, because if we can get enough bees, we can then make honey. With honey, we can make mead. And with mead, we can make dwarves even drunker than before.
Yes.
More beer or riot. We are at 641 drink. We are doing quite well for year one. Or actually year two, because it rolled over it. We started in year 50.
I'm pretty good so far.
Again, you don't need a huge farm to make a really decent stockpile. This is we're
Pure
doing
trade on yours.
Yeah, it's doing all right. And if you run out of plump helmets, just do this: go into harvest and just grab everything. Just grab it all. Just grab everything there, and there will be plenty of fruits and berries that you can make into liquor. So if you ever run out of booze and you're like, I didn't bring enough plump helmets, let nature provide. Unless you're like in a desert. And even then you can get saguaro, cactus, prickleberry, and all sorts of weird desert fruit that you can make into alcohol. You can always make shit into alcohol. So just tell your dwarves out there, go harvest all the fruits and nuts and everything else, and then turn it into booze. And they'll do it.
Did they do it?
We're doing well. We're getting there. We're slowly doing it. We're laying some things down. And it's all right. So we're
Are they walking backwards? The sprite stays one direction regardless.
Well, in time, we could try to commission a Black Pants Legion sprite pack for Dwarf Fortress.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because it would be a lot of sprites. All the dwarves and all the pieces of weird things they can make. We could make a really shitposty version of Dwarf Fortress where everything's drawn in like MS Paint. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just let this fortress slowly build out. We got all this siltstone. And then we're going to build hives. And as soon as we build hives, we should be able to build good. There we go.
Build it good.
Well, if we have enough hives, the hives will allow me to very quickly become the honey keeper of this land. As well, it is like a very low intensity claymore. So if somebody comes up, I've actually closed the front door to a fortress and they've just stood outside and gotten stung by my bees and then left. They were like, I hate this. And I'm like, yep. It is not a great defense system, but you can just watch the enemy stand outside and get stung by bees, which is fantastic. Oh, water break. That reminds me. I need to get another beverage.
You gotta keep drinking.
Yeah, we gotta wait until we get some more fucking
Dwarves.
dwarfs. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. There's that. Oh, there's a dead crow. All right, what do we got? Oh, shit. The caravan just showed back up. Fuck.
Luckily you have it open.
Yeah, I'm good. But we have plenty of coins. So we have 8,000 worth of coins, actually. So, yeah, we might have some migrants after this.
Yeah, that's once they find out how much money's in there, they'll be sending people.
Yeah, unless the civilization is falling, in which case we won't.
And they'll be like, sorry, no one to send. We're all dead.
I'll be right back.
You got it. Hey there, folks. Diggs and you and me right now. That's who we are. How's everyone doing today? Thank you so much for the support tonight, Night Owl, Vulcan. Your support is always amazing. And everyone who resubbed and all that, thank you. Hope you're enjoying some Dwarf Fortress. I'm really back into it now that it's on Steam again. Like, I'm not an ASCII person unless it's like stylized like Cogmind. Like, there is definitely an art to ASCII that's not just letters and numbers.
All right. I am back.
Welcome back.
Let's see. We're getting there. We are getting there. Diplomacy. Well, I told you guys to bring me seeds. And I told you guys to bring me, what was it? Cheese? Bring me the cheese.
You said cheese.
Seeds and drink. That's it.
Seeds and drink.
That's all I want. Bring me my shit. And I will trade. White Tom is going to go up there with his fat ass and trade everything away. It's going to be great. Those cats are too fast.
He's going to be so mad. It's like, Tom, we need you to trade. He's like, oh, God damn it.
I can't get up there, guys.
Just tell him to come down here. Whatever. Just say no to everything.
Oh, wow. Look at all the barrels. Yes, I'll buy those. Oh, not enough money? Yes, enough money. All right. What else do we need?
Wait.
I'll take that pick. What else you got? Give me all your seeds. I can't take all of them, I guess.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude. Yep, all right. I just bought half of his shit, and I'll wait till we bring the rest of the coins, and I'll buy the other half.
Right.
Then we'll see the population explode, and we'll all be doomed.
I mean, that's eventually. Not right now.
Wait, do we have anything left to trade? No, we don't. Broker done. We're leaving. We got everything we wanted. They're like, what?
You broke us so much.
We're like, goodbye. Good day. We have spoken. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to put our roof on. What do we need? 260 things. Do I have enough? Ooh, chert blocks. I do. There we go.
Enough chert block.
Yep, I got enough to make a roof, and then we can start a giant alcohol stockpile. I'm going to tell them to stop making booze right now because we have more than enough. I'm going to tell them to stop planting plump helmets because we have enough.
Whoa. I never gotten to that point in any fortress.
I don't want them to make more than we can use.
Makes sense.
And then I'm going to have the guys will build beehives everywhere. We'll have bees everywhere. We'll have everything going good, kind of, maybe. And yeah,
Everywhere.
We're slowly getting a fortress up. No one's super pissed yet, which is fantastic.
Fantastic.
No one needs to die. Not today, anyways. Should we probably drop a link to the Ox? If you want to, join the auxiliary. We haven't done that in a while.
Use exclamation point Discord.
Yeah, exclamation point Discord, and you can join the auxiliary. The Black Pants Legion auxiliary, a thing.
You're new here, or you've been around you've been around a while, or you want to meet a new community that's been very positive, helpful, and pretty awesome place to hang out. Hit that join button on Discord. Agree to the stupid rules, and I'll see you in there.
Discord has rules. Discord is like, attention. Did you know that no? And you're like, all right, fine. Please quit yelling at us. Did you know that that picture of an elephant is illegal? You're like, why? He has a gun. Oh. Who gave him a gun? We don't know. We're Discord.
Discord. Yeah, it has some really weird hiccups on some stuff.
Yeah, I know. I posted a picture of a hot dog. Oh, I posted a picture of a hot dog, and it was like, ugh. And then it banned my picture of Allegra chicken.
Allegra chicken is the line. You heard it here, folks.
Yep. Allegra chicken. Ox, 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 ox. They were a fine group of fools. And they said I could be on their podcast.
I also was asked if I wanted to be. And I was like, oh, well, I'm kind of busy at that time, but if I ever find time, maybe.
I think that's interesting. Oh, hold on. Shirt blocks.
It's good people.
It's good people. So we're gonna build our roof and everything else, and then we'll have a giant liquor barn, and we'll just let stupid adventurers come in here and get just piss ass trashed, and then they can fight the bees. That will be good for me. That's not going to be good for them, but I don't care. That's good enough for me. So I've got Stonecrafter and Stonecarvers doing their thing. Everyone's doing what they should be doing. It's just going to take a time. We got plenty of seeds, plenty of food, plenty of drink. We have lots of prepared meals. We're good.
You are good.
It's going to take a time to get everything right, but we got plenty of hives, which is excellent. We're slowly building our walls. We're building our roof. So we're going to have a giant above-ground structure to advertise our dead and breakfast, or our loaf and floor, whatever it is.
The loaf and floor. Classic.
That's where Frank died.
That's where Frank thought riding a purple worm into the ground was a smart idea.
Frank was like, Pablo's like, there's a worm in the basement. It's dangerous. And Frank was like, this is a job for Weenie Man. Wrong. It was not.
Party rogue. Hits the worm. Rides. Does he roll well? No.
I don't think
Next character.
Yeah, the worm just went back underground and he was on it. End of character.
It was a good game.
It was good. Loaf and Flora. So we're going to have this. We got some blue jay remains just to remind people that nature's dumb. There's wren remains. Something is smashing birds out of the air. Could be the turbo cats. I don't know. We have a lot of platinum coins. We're getting there. We are getting there. We just need to keep smoothing stuff and cutting through layers of useful resources. Looks like we have this. Here's another thing you can do that's kind of neat. There's advanced options, and you can go, check this out, ore and gems, and you can do auto mine. And you could be like, hey, get that cluster of gems, and they will come down.
Sees more.
And it will see more.
Vein miner.
Yeah, it'll fall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's been in DF Hack for a long time. Like, RimWorld took that from this.
That's great.
So we've got that, and they'll be able to follow that cluster. So we're going to have some nice things. All right.
All right, let's see. Something is smashing birds out of the air. It might be turbo cats. I don't know.
It's not my problem.
It's a good one.
It happens. Nature finds a way, etc.
Yes.
Oh, wow. 2 more dead crows on the roof.
Dead crows on the roof.
That doesn't sound good.
Something is... There's a lightning cat just shooting at 300 miles an hour in the air.
Taking birds out. Now, let's see if it had any thoughts. No, it is remains. No thoughts, just dead.
Just dead.
Just very dead. So we have a roof being built, which is one part of a balanced breakfast roof. Dwarves don't like outdoors. They make indoors bigger. They expand indoors. By the way, when is Quish on? I believe he's on after this.
He should be on the hour.
On the
So
hour.
we got about 30. We got 28 minutes left until we should be off, but you can end anytime you're feeling good.
All right. Feeling a little tired. Just still sick, unfortunately.
No problem. Hit that save button and
I will
come back to it later if you like.
I will in a minute, but this is a good stream for it. And I wanted to thank everybody for, coming out and saying hi. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, same here. Thanks everyone who always comes out. People that are coming in new, old, whatever. People who support, people who watch. It all makes a difference in the long run. Love to see your faces. Thank you so much for having me on text for
No
Mellow
problem.
Monday.
It's a Mellow Monday.
Holidays are busy for everyone. If you feel lonely, just join the Ox, so you'll make some friends. You won't
Ox
feel
is
lonely
pretty
anymore.
dumb, and it's very active. You see a lot of people in there who
Right.
give a shit. They take care of each other, and they're definitely continuing the good work of the Black Pants Legion. So let's save and return to the title menu, and I'll save on this timeline, and we'll see what fucking happens. Next time on Mellow Fort Time, I might even continue this next time around. I might.
Yeah, if Tex is still not Tex, if Depp is still doing his thing for the holidays, I'll most likely be around next week.
All right, cool, man. I'll see you guys later. Should we play the nuclear outro? We'll get dinged, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't care. It's so beautiful.
All right, see you guys later.